How hard is it to install a Livewell timer? If you are curious about how challenging it is to install a Livewell timer on your fishing boat, you are in the right spot. Let's break down the process and see what it takes. Installing a Livewell timer is generally a task that can be handled by someone with basic electrical wiring skills. If you are familiar with your boat systems, you will find this installation quite manageable. First, you will need to wire the timer to your boat's 12-volt electrical system. This involves connecting it to the Livewell pump and integrating a control switch, which is often a 3-position rocker switch. This switch will help you manage the timer settings easily. Start by preparing the wiring connections. You will need a ground wire, which is usually black, a 12-volt power supply wire that is typically red, and an output wire to connect to the Livewell pump, often white or brown. The timer should be mounted near your boat's fuse box or dashboard, in a location that is accessible but not in the way. It is important to properly fuse the power line with an inline fuse, usually around 5 amps, to protect the circuit from overload. Next, connect the power wire to the battery or fuse box, the ground wire to a grounding terminal, and the output wire to the Livewell pump's power input. The control switch for the timer can be installed on the dashboard or instrument panel, allowing you to select between continuous pump operation, timed intervals, or off. Once installed, the timer will cycle the pump on and off automatically. This helps conserve battery power while maintaining water circulation and oxygenation for your fish. Most Livewell timers come with adjustable settings that let you control how long the pump runs and how long it pauses between cycles. This means you can set it and forget it, requiring little further adjustment after installation. The complexity of the installation can vary based on your boat's existing wiring and your comfort level with electrical work. For boats with simple wiring and accessible fuse boxes, you can complete the installation in just a couple of hours. However, if your setup is more complex, or if you need to replace switches or add new wiring harnesses, it may take longer and requiring careful planning. In summary, if you have basic electrical knowledge and the right tools, installing a Livewell timer is not very hard. It is a practical upgrade that improves fish care by automating water circulation while reducing battery drain. With the right approach, you will find that this task is quite achievable.